All right, we're back. We just got back from FP 5.0. It was by far the biggest FP event that in existence. Probably the biggest truck show on the East Coast. Great time. Blake and his crew did an awesome time. Like, it really is controlled chaos when you think about it. Unfortunately, things didn't really go our way. We had some mechanical issues with Onion, so we couldn't really throw down like we wanted to. We came back. I mean, we only popped one set of tires there. So, a little recap. Thursday, kind of just set up, hung out. We're posted up in the AirDog booth. Friday is when we started to actually test the truck.
Yeah! Yeah! Son! Yeah! Yeah!
That was the first time that I did anything with the electric power steering. And at first, I would say the first 2.5 minutes, it held up great. And then I lost power steering, but I still had brakes. So I kind of just manhandled it. We ended up going back to the original power steering pump, but when I took the line off here in the shop, I forgot the piece that goes from the pressure line to the hydro boost. And it's almost like it was never even made. Like, none of the parts store could get it. So the only way we was able to make it work, the local Napa there in Jamestown, I told the dude, like, look, I need it for 3 minutes. That is it. Make me a hydraulic line. He ended up making the line. The line worked. We had power steering, we had brakes, our entire competition run. And as soon as I pulled off the pad, I lost everything. Get back, we're thinking, all right, maybe it's power steering pump because it's prone to that. And once we dug into it, it was actually, we blew the seal out of the top of the rack and pinion, and nobody around Jamestown had a rack and pinion for that. So that kind of ended our weekend short there. But it was great talking to all you guys, talking to all of our vendors that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, just seeing everybody. Like, it's always a great time when we go to events like that. Our next event, we will be going with Own Boss Supply to Kane Brown's Nashville show. So hopefully this thing performs like it should, and we should be able to put on one hell of a show. But today's video is going to be more about the black truck. The last video that I posted, you saw at the end of the video that we have some new shocks. Penske jumped on board. They hooked us up with the baddest shocks for this thing, and I'm curious to see what it's going to do. A lot of people are like, why are you worried about shocks? Well, I don't know if you've seen everything that's going on. Like Facebook, there's a lot of, like, the 72 class, they're dropping like flies. Like, I've seen so many people selling my spot. Like, reality, like, we are all air limited, and the only advantage somebody's going to have is getting the chassis to work. Like, you're going to have to be deadly on that light. Your truck's going to have to 60 foot incredibly, and that's what's going to win the 72 fast class. So we knew that before we even signed up, like the race is going to be won at the 60 foot. So that's when Penske jumped on board. Hey, let us build you the baddest shocks we can. And I said, bring it on. So today's video, we're going to jump into that. We're going to get these shocks mounted up. And once we get these shocks mounted up, we will be hitting the dyno. I also have some things going on with Blake to where we're going to rent out Crossville and for sure get this thing dialed in. I think like the Penske guys are going to come to the track with us. That way they can make all the adjustments that we need. But the main thing, we got to get the shocks on. We got to get our weight added to it. And we can go test. So let's go. So let's get this out of our way for now. Boom. So the good thing about this, like I gave them the weight before, so they already went ahead and like set every shock up because they're already labeled. Like this one's the left front. We are going to reuse the springs from the old ones, but these things they're nice, very nice shocks, very great quality, like Precision Race Suspension. Hit up Adam, Nick, they will get you guys dialed in when it comes to the suspension side of your truck. Dirt car, I mean, they're real big in the dirt car world, so they can package these in it pretty damn good too. All right, so once I get them to this point, like I said previously, what I like to do is I like to get them even on the back here. The way I'll do that is I'll just pick a spot, hold the tape measure. So this one, we're right at like 2 inches. And you can see here, this one's about 1/4 inch difference. So I'll probably just tighten that up. And essentially that's going to give us our ride height. So if we want to go any lower than that, then we can still drop it 2 inches. But we want all the travel that we can get out of the shop. So the rears are done. Now let's get going and get them on the back of that. just like that, we have the suspension done on the 06. Reservoirs are mounted, everything's mounted. The only thing we still have to do, we will tear it back apart and powder coat the reservoir brackets, but for now, like, we can move on and come back to that later. But that's going to wrap up this video. The next video, we will be getting the weight in this, and then we will be putting down some numbers on the dyno. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.